I'm back at it again with another video. Let's get excited this time. Today I want to bring out a new slogan. It's called You Grind, They Eat. And that's the new thing I'm going to start saying before every video. You grind, they eat. You grind, they eat. That's a new thing. Everybody repeat that. You grind, they eat. That basically means that when you out there doing what you got to do to grind out, get anything you need for your family, things that you need for the people that you love. So you're just going to say, you grind, they eat. Or in other words, I grind, they eat. Okay, so that's a new thing for everybody to remember. You grind, they eat. Today, guys, I wanted to bring a video that people have been wanting from me for so long. The story of me, who I am, how I became who I am, and like what my life is about. Because so many people will be touched by the story. So many people will be touched by the story of my life. And my life wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie, my life wasn't easy. It wasn't always easy. I didn't always wear suits like this every day. I wasn't always groomed up. I wasn't always nice like this. But it took a lot for me to get to this point. So now that I'm at this point in my life, I feel a little bit accomplished. Like I can go out and get what I need when I need it. I don't have to wait around to see who's gonna help me get it, anything like that. Everything I need to do, I do it. So a little bit about me. I grew up, my mother and my father had 7 kids. I had 5 sisters and a little brother, and then there's me. I'm the 3rd oldest. Let's see, life growing up wasn't always easy. We didn't always have everything we need. We didn't always have the clothes, the shoes. We didn't always have water. We didn't always have heat. We didn't always have lights. The typical person's story who grew up poor. Life wasn't easy for us either. Or like really for me, I struggled with reading in school, bullying. Kids made fun of me for just crazy things. I didn't always have the opportunity to eat, so I would eat more at school than I would at home because I knew once I got home, there was no food or I wasn't going to eat. Guys, I'm not telling you this story so you guys feel bad for me. I'm telling you this story because I'm telling you about the success from then to now. I ended up getting out of a very abusive relationship under the household that I was in, and my brothers and sisters got out of that situation too, and I moved in with my uncle. We lived in a middle-class neighborhood. It was like a step up in life for me. And when I got to that part of my life, I still could not read. I still didn't know math. I still didn't know the numbers. I still didn't understand it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I remember a time where a teacher asked me, what's 4 times 4? And in front of the whole class, I said 8. Like, who does that? 4 times 4 is 8. Like, where? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know much. And I felt like an idiot. But there was these teachers who told me, Melvin, you're better than what people have made you out to be. You're better than the things that have held you back in life this far. And we feel like you can go out there and do the things you need to do to make sure that your life is better every single day. Not just for you, but for your family, for your brothers and sisters, for everybody, because you are going to be that light at the end of the tunnel for them. And a teacher told me that, and I took that and ran with it. I learned how to read. I took classes over the summer. I took classes that full year, the next year, and I got up to my reading level and surpassed it. I can read a book with no problem now. Another thing is math. One of my favorite subjects. Not gonna lie, guys. I love math. Math is like super easy. When the numbers are in front of me, I'm like, what is this? This is so easy. And before, I didn't even know 4 times 4. So, I mean, guys, come on now. Surrounding myself with the good friends, the good family, the people who love you, surrounding myself with positives and not negatives in my life really helped me out a lot. And I feel like with that, I accomplished way more. Yes, of course, I still had the negatives. I still had the things that were holding me back, like my childhood, the things that I thought about day in and day out, dealing with that every single day that I woke up. I also played football, so doing that, it took away some of the thoughts, some of the pain of having to deal with my childhood, because football was always there as a safety net for me to be able to withhold those feelings or go express them through the sport. So I was in every down I played. I was in there. I was going hard, and I loved it, and I knew it was for a purpose. My goal was to go to the NFL. That dream got cut short. Yes, of course, not everyone goes for everything that they need, but me, I'm not saying I didn't go because of a failed dream or a failed goal, because I gave up. I didn't give up. circumstances happened, and I just couldn't play anymore. Now I'm working on boxing and becoming an Olympic gold medalist. So with that being said, guys, I'm pushing for something. I'm not just staying at a standstill. I moved thousands of miles away from my family, all alone to New York, and my family still lives in Missouri. And the thing is like, guys, I made a leap of faith without my family, without any support behind me, without anyone saying, Melvin, go do it. And I did it. And so far, I've been more successful here than I was in my whole life in Missouri. I lived my whole life there. And I moved here, and in just a couple of months, I achieved more here than I did in Missouri. Why? Because I had a drive. I had a reason to go do it. I have a reason for the things that I'm doing. And I want to be able to provide for my family. It's hard out here for people, and I want people to understand that life isn't easy all the time. But giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Remember, I'm telling you this, giving up is not an option. That's where I came up with the slogan, you grind, they eat. Because if I'm grinding for my family, if I know that I'm doing what I gotta do to make sure that I'm grinding, my family's always going to be able to eat. No matter what people say, no matter what people come up to me and I hear it come out their mouth, no matter anything. Because nothing's gonna stop me. Negativity is not one of the things that's gonna stop me. The only thing that can stop me on my grind is myself. Me sitting there telling myself that, hey Melvin, you're not gonna do it. You can't do it. It's too hard. No, I be in the gym running my ass off. I be in the gym working out like crazy. I be in the gym killing myself. Because when I'm there, I'm thinking about them. I'm eating for them. I'm grinding for them. That's what I'm there for. I'm not there to sit around and be like, oh, 5 more minutes? You can't do that. No, 5 more minutes, push on. Make these last 5 minutes the last 5 minutes of your life if you got to. Because you making it for your family. I'm grinding for a purpose. My family needs to eat, and I'm going to be the one to provide that food. Guys, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. But giving up is not an option. It took a long time for me to learn how to read. Yes, of course, I took classes in between years and years and years of of middle school, and then a little bit of high school. My first 2 years of high school, I was in reading classes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I can't lie to you. I want you guys to know everything about me, because the more you know about me, you guys could be struggling with the same things of life, and you letting that hold you back. It's just you giving up on it. Many people gonna say you can't read.